evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's watch party for the 1990 Oscar-winning film Ghost. As always, I'm Andrew, and I'm joined by Dom. Welcome, Dom.
Hello, everybody.
Right, so I don't know if you'll hear Dom when I do this, but you'll hear me. This is tonight's sync point. So tonight's sync point is approximately 12 seconds in, where you see a Paramount Communications company logo on screen. There we go. While everyone gets queued up. Dom, when did you first see this? Actually, let's not do that. Let's do a roll call, because we're now purely on YouTube. Let's do our roll call. I can see Hell If I Know, Ms. Swift, Dark Unicorn, Jedi Wizard, Calbot, Mad Matt, James Hellier, Brainwire, and Alan S. Swan at the moment. Oh, and Immortal Rimus as well. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So I'll be interacting with you over on YouTube. Oh, and Dark Unicorn is Sharon from the Discord days. Okay. So, everybody, this film, Dom, tell me about it.
This is one of those movies, because 1990, Dom didn't exist yet. Or maybe in some form Dom existed. But it's one of those films that I just knew of growing up.
Mhm.
And I think I sat down and watched it when I was really young. Like way too young. So I remember one scene in particular. And that's the scene everyone knows, even if you
Yep.
haven't seen the film.
Mhm.
But
Well, James is
I had
asking
this-
which strand this fits into, because it's not sci-fi or horror. I'd say there's elements of horror to it, in that it's a bit psychological, it's a bit spooky, it's got romance, yeah, but it's not pure romance. I really enjoy this film, and I'm not ashamed to say, yeah, Miss Swift, it's a supernatural romantic thriller.
Yeah. Starman is a romance film, but that's
Yeah.
sci-fi.
Exactly. Yeah, Calbot, genre defying. Yeah. I think for me, that when this film came out, it passed me by.
Yeah.
I would have been 1990. I would have been 12 years old. I was too cool for this in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to watch a romantic film about a ghost. And I passed me by. I didn't watch it till many years later. And wow, I really enjoyed this film. And I'm quite looking forward to it tonight. So, let's do the countdown. Sharon says quickly, it's full of murder and ghosts, pottery, and love.
Everything horror related.
Yeah, and hell if I know that's true. Strange film. When you remember that one of the guys behind this was famous for making spoof films.
Who made this film then?
It was produced by directed by Jerry Zucker.
What? so the airplane guy is this film's director.
Yep.
Wow.
The film he made before this was The Naked Gun. He wrote Naked Gun before this. I know, but hey, it's yeah, who knows? One of those things. So let's do the countdown and let's get this film on the road. So here we go.
Didn't he parody it in Naked Gun?
I think he did in one of them. Well, he wasn't involved in that one, apparently.
Oh, was he not? Okay.
No, he didn't work on Naked Gun 2.5.
A Jerry Zucker film.
Oh, he did. He was executive producer of it, but that's about it.
It's hard to take it seriously when you see the name Zucker.
Yeah.
But even this opening, this is ambient as hell.
Oh yeah.
It's even got the score is very Nightmare on Elm Streety.
Oh, definitely. It's. I mean, let's not forget, Whoopi Goldberg actually received an Oscar for this. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best best written, best screenplay. So yeah, it's got a pedigree to this film, and I really enjoy it once it gets going.
Pale light cascading through
Mm,
like gaps in the wall. Is that a 90s thing? Because I
I
know it
think
started in
so.
the very late 80s, but boy howdy, every
Yeah.
90s film seems to have that, the god rays coming through something. It's very pale, very cold light.
Mm. And it does, of course, feature some pretentious 30-year-olds trying to renovate a industrial
Mm, mm.
renovate an industrial space to be a
Apartment.
luxury
Yeah.
apartment. Yeah, that's a
That they got for like $16.
yeah. Wow. Alefino says this was the third highest grossing film of all time in 1990. Similar, James, to
I
Pacific
agree.
Height with Ghosts, I guess. Just a quick question for the audience. I'm using a different microphone tonight. Does it sound any better? Let me know, because I'm going to switch back to the other mic.
Back when New York was affordable. But
Yeah.
Sharon, you could only get these New York apartments that were like industrial and really high ceilings and have enough space to uh, do spooky stuff in, or be an artist and have your art everywhere, all over the
Yeah.
walls. Just shirtless renovation, as you do.
Yep. That's right. I tell you what's fortunate, the fact that they just stuck that metal wooden pole thing through that piece of wood.
And didn't hit a
Um,
pipe or.
well, no, it was more a case of they didn't know what was behind it,
Hmm. Oh look, there's
and
there's
nothing fell
feet.
down on them. I mean, if I did that on my attic here, I'd have a Christmas tree and a load of other stuff on my head. Yeah, as Sharon says, no justification of how one could afford an apartment like this.
Is that a little guillotine?
Oh. I'm getting flashbacks to many years ago in a house I lived in. When I did the living room, I did what's called channeling in the walls, where you cut into the walls to run cables in them. And I have never known so much dust that gets everywhere in my life.
I thought you were going to say you too had two very muscular, shirtless men doing all the work
Well, I
for you.
often that's a given. That's a given. Oh, this is great. This is early '90s, late '80s feel of the kind of the Wall Street vibe.
Yeah, I was about to ask, have you ever been to New York?
Oh, welcome, Eric. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you with us, my friend.
Yeah, is that a city you visited, Andrew? New York?
Yes and no. I've been to the airport, but I only transited
Ah,
through.
I think I went to New York in like 2008.
Hmm. I think I'd like to visit at some point. I guess.
It is
I don't
such a
know.
busy city.
Yeah, yeah. However, I have been to Old York a couple of times, which, strange enough, probably for most of our audience, I'm probably one of the only ones who's been to York. Have you? You've been to York, haven't you, Dom?
Been to York? Yes, I've been to the OG York.
York, yeah.
Old York.
Old York. Last time I was in Old York, it was due to inexplicably the train tracks were on fire from Leeds. The train-
Old York were ablaze.
yes, James has been to York. Yeah,
Jerk. Oh, look at all this 90s like
yep,
outfits and technology.
yep. Shoulder pads. You need a right angled set square.
Oh, yes. The blue carpet.
But this is almost a definitely an 80s to 90s type thing where we're flipping over here, where we're starting to see a lot more kind of cubicles as opposed to independent offices for people, where people are
Yeah.
sort of the proto offices we're seeing, where very few people have their own office.
Yeah, Calbot is even saying so much
Mm.
space in that office between desks.
Yeah.
Your Mac code?
Some kind
What
of
is this adorable thing he has in his pocket? Like a password book?
it's some kind of authorization code. Okay, that
What an
isn't at all
interesting
creepy and or ominous.
Yeah. Oh god! Oh god! What are you doing? Oh god! Stop the anxiety.
Molly, you've got a lot of weird crap in your apartment.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a given to have a New York apartment like this. It's got to be filled with
Weird
obtuse
crap.
nonsense. Yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly. It has to.
What's wrong with taking the stairs? Well, I don't know how heavy this styrofoam
Yeah,
thing is.
I'd actually laugh if he kicked it and it just dropped on someone beneath.
Yeah, I know, that's
It
what I was
went really
expecting.
wrong.
I'm waiting for the apartment right next door to be hoisting a piano up top as well.
Yeah.
Some of these shots are really good.
They are. Like that guy with the mirror.
Yeah. This is
Are
the
those-
same apartment. Oh, piss
Yeah.
off. This looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. We just turned this.
Like a
We just
paint.
turned this
Cool.
derelict apartment into this multi-million-dollar dream complex.
Mm-hmm. Everyone has their favourite chair.
Oh no, you don't go to the comfy chair, the good chair. No. No.
I'm sorry, I can't take my mind off his shirt. It's
No.
grotesque.
I once had a chair. I once had a comfy chair, and we had to get rid of it because it didn't match the new sofa set.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but do you know the worst thing about it? We gave it away in the UK. Oh no, you've got it in America as well. You got free cycle in America.
Potentially.
Okay. Free cycle. I don't know if it's America or not. We've definitely got it here anyway because I used it. So free cycle is a thing here whereby when you've got something old that's in good condition, you want to offer to someone, they can just come collect it for free from you, like a
Oh,
gifting thing.
yeah, nice.
Yeah. However, I had two people turn up saying it was the wrong shade of the colour that they wanted. I'm not a furniture store. It was a free chair I was offering.
Yeah! Do you have it in this colour?
Yeah. Oh, I'll just go check with the warehouse. Welcome, Neil Whaley. Great to see you joining us, my friend.
Helifino says it was a Jack Burton shirt. How dare you? Jack Burton is a king of apparel. Immortal Remus, I can understand if it was a giant model Gundam statue. Gonna be the centerpiece of your house, this giant mech.
Yep,
Did the
James
TV
from the
just
director of First Night.
cock block them? Oh.
See, my imagination, they've got an obscene amount of bedding on that bed.
Some people like a cozy bed.
Oh, I don't want that much bedding, no. I can't get over how fantastic this apartment is now.
I know she's a potter.
Artist of
Pot,
some description.
yeah, but I mean, I'm a very particular kind of
Mm-hmm.
artist, I guess. I'm a literature kind of guy, but I don't gather like statues and pottery and uh, other kinds like paintings. I don't understand that kind sculptor. Thank you, Hal, if I know. Um, I I am completely out of the loop in terms of that particular brand of art. But Demi Moore here, she collects everything, like all art.
But how
Oh, this is
much?
ironic.
I mean, this is. I mean, is this a film that created a trend that even now we've got, where you're kind of getting retro music in a
Mm.
modern scenario in a film?
I think this movie has done more for this song than most other forms of
Oh yeah,
advertisement for this song.
yeah. Mad Matt saying, but does she have a ceramic bagel? I can't see a kiln in there. Have you ever done
Oh,
pottery before, like this, Dom? Not like with a shirtless man, but I mean, just in
oh,
general.
that's the only way to do pottery. I've never done pottery. No, I was about to bring up the episode of Community if you've seen it with pottery class. And the teacher says there is one rule in this class: no ghosting. I just love the idea that the pottery community was like in love with this film and also upset by it because I'm positive so many people got into pottery because of this film. Actually,
The
in the
only
audience,
the only thing is,
did
though, I'm getting
anyone?
some kind of dirty protest type vibes from this, because clay is quite a nasty, dirty, grotty thing, isn't it? You know?
Oh, but it's also, it's a little bit sexy. Come on, getting a little bit grimy.
No, it's no.
All right, audience. First of all, did any of you get into pottery because of this, or was interested in pottery all of a sudden? And second of all, is pottery sexy when done in a couple's like environment, or is it
Let's do.
gross?
Let's try this. Hang on, I can do something here.
Oh, we got some new tech.
Okay, here we go.
No and
There we
no.
go.
I'm the only romantic here, apparently.
There we go. Okay, so we got currently we're no Dom. I think the poll is against you.
Oh wait, Calbot, no, and absolutely sexy. Thank you. I've got one. I've got one that's on my side. I just keep seeing Frank Dribbin instead of Patrick Swayze, Immortal Rumors.
Okay, so
What would be your
70%
romantic
of the audience say pottery is not sexy. Yeah,
Philistines?
Swayze and
Lots of
Moore.
you.
73% are saying it's not sexy.
Philistines.
Is this Demi Moore at kind of the height of her Demi Moore-ness, or at the start of it? I mean,
Yeah.
wow. So there we go. They're saying it's sexy in this film. It possibly is. But if you notice, it looks like she's doing pottery in one of his work shirts.
Yeah.
Oh no, that she's cut the sleeves off.
Oh, well, don't you do that when you borrow your significant other's shirts? Just immediately rip the sleeves
I don't
off.
think my wife would be particularly happy if I cut the sleeves off her blouses.
I do like their
The
again,
jukebox.
some of the shots. Yeah, the jukebox
Oh
is
yeah.
great. But some of the shots in this are fantastic. Oh, and here we're going into the Fallout hacking screen.
No,
Why do you have a little pocket like book, dude? It's it's so tiny.
that's where he keeps his codes in.
It's just the script, isn't it? He's reading the script.
Yeah.
What do I do next?
I will be fair, it's semi-realistic typing though for a film of the era.
Yeah, it's not like like movie typing. Is Chictionary. Oh god.
Well, Immortal is saying Patrick Swayze looks so out of place in a suit because I always see him as a neo-urban cowboy type.
I agree. He does look out of place in a suit. That's why his shirt is off for most of the film, I suppose. I miss Swayze. Like
Yeah.
Swayze's just
I miss him.
one of the greats.
I do miss Patrick Swayze. He was awesome.
I can't think of a single bad role he had. Like he just elevated
Oh,
things.
oh. Is that foreshadowing because the play they're going to see is Macbeth? The thing is, it would have been different if they had have got a child with them and they'd come back from seeing Zorro. Then Batman would have been born.
True. Exactly right. In the streets of Gotham City.
That's right.
The Scottish play. What's your favourite Shakespeare play?
Macbeth, actually.
Oh.
I have to be honest, though. I wouldn't be casually walking down this street in New York with glee and hope and...
It is the grottiest, like, New York side street.
It's like, okay, go for a walk down Crime Alley.
Yeah.
Next to Murder Avenue.
Yeah. What? Why are the theatres always in the scummiest? Wait, no. Wait. This is New York. Surely the theatre is on. Oh god, what's the
Broadway.
theatre district? Yeah, Broadway.
No.
Broadway's not this.
It could be like an off Broadway. Bear in mind they're quite hipster,
Yeah.
so it'd be an off Broadway hipster production because Broadway's too cool. I mean, they are
It's too mainstream.
They are yuppie proto hipsters, aren't they?
True.
As Calvert's saying, it's off Broadway.
It's so far off Broadway. They went
Yeah.
to Rob Me Alley.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ironic, you see. It's ironic that it's in this part of town.
Oh, it's also true. When I was going to my independent cinema in Birmingham, the Mockingbird, it was in the scummiest section of the city.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
I used to have a shirt nearly the same as that. Same colour, that kind of claret colour.
Yeah. It's a nice colour.
Hmm.
I need to see more vids of women proposing to men because I think it's just a myth, says Halifino. Okay, this guy... Of course he lives in this alley. Look how prepared he is. Wait, what? What was that in the soundtrack? Was that a
Sure.
random horn that just kind of
I
honked?
think so. No, I don't have a Hawaiian shirt, James.
I have a couple of Hawaiian shirts. What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is another beautifully shot
Yeah.
scene. Like the camera's so low and
It's low and kind of pointed maybe upwards just a tiny bit. It makes him look... The perspective is brilliant.
yeah.
Helifino says, man, I hope you don't live through eternity with the clothes you die in. For me, it'll be a Hawaiian shirt, ripped jeans, and a leather jacket.
I know, I want a cool costume to die in. That's why I'm gonna get like the costume from Dracula, his armor set, and just walk around in that for eternity.
Actually, Dom, I think that might be part of Broadway they're on because the street behind them says 546 Broadway.
There you go. Don't go. Imagine Dom cosplaying as Magnum PI.
Well, Ms. Swift is saying anything about the dodgy compositing on this. Yeah, but that's a limitation of effects of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite interesting as a film, though, that the protagonist of the film is basically dead in the first 21 minutes.
I know. Yeah, this is haunting.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, so this is the infamous with the white light and torn between two worlds. I don't know if I'd want to be I don't know if I'd want to be a ghost in New York in 1990 because the Ghostbusters were back in operation.
True, yeah, they'd take you down. What would be the manifestation of light that would lure you in to like a happier place? Would it just be like Disneyland?
Yeah. I'd see
I'm trying to
roller
think
coasters and things.
what would lure me in?
Mm. I love a shot, like a tracking shot of an ambulance through New York. That kind of.
Yeah. What about people in the chat? What would be your bright light that would lure you in?
Walk towards the vision of Extra Dom.
Just a movie showing Extra. Oh yeah, okay, I'll go see that.
I mean, death is never good, but death where crime and police are involved is all the worse.
It's a whole new ball of wax. I want to bring that back into style.
Yeah. Or Neil Whaley says, I don't need light. I just need confirmation I don't need my wallet anymore. Yeah, it's all Apple Pay. It's all Apple Pay in the afterlife.
It's all cryptocurrencies. The other ones.
Yeah. So, does that mean he's going to be a naked ghost?
Oh, that's unfortunate, yeah.
Mm.
He just has this green tarp that he wears like a toga.
Hang on a sec. So if it's what you're wearing when you die, that means there's something about the old, thing about clean underwear. Make sure you're wearing clean underwear if you're hit by a bus. Otherwise, you're going to be wearing dirty underwear for your entire afterlife.
Oh. We need clear cut rules here.
We do. I will say, Dom, for some reason, you've gone very, very bright, like you're going into the light on the screen for some
It's
reason.
because I've got this huge screen that's showing me the movie, so it went bright white, and it was trying to take me.
I thought, Dom, you were going as well.
I have died a couple of times. Like, I could be a ghost. Just the stubborn one. Again, this funeral scene, it feels like Twin Peaks. It feels like the X-Files. What is it about the 90s and having funeral scenes in these very cozy graveyards?
Yeah. The worst thing about getting older, Dom, is you go to more and more funerals.
Yeah. I was going to say the back pain or the acid reflux, but you're right. Yeah.
You do. You go to more and more funerals until you go to one last one.
Yeah. Or if you're a creepy ghost like this, you go to several more afterwards.
Yeah. Miss Swift is saying though, except now, all I'm imagining is someone who died in bondage gear as a ghost. Be unfortunate.
That'll be a popular ghost, probably.
I'm sorry to say, but if you imagine most British MPs who've died in unusual circumstances, with oranges up their bottoms and things, I don't know. You know. Is that for? Oh, I thought she was making something for Sam.
Oh, it's getting heavy.
It is. This is a real thing, though, when you've lost someone.
Yeah.
When you talk to someone who's no longer there. Yeah. I don't know if I really believe in the paranormal or anything, but there is a thing about animals where they claim they can see them.
Yeah. I like to believe that. I'm fairly open to a great many of things, though, so I guess my spirituality isn't that finely tuned, but I'm open to a lot of things.
Yeah. Wow. I've got to be fair, she did a good job renovating that apartment.
I want to know where she got all that blue glassware for.
Yeah.
That little book. Yeah, hell if I know. As someone who's died a couple of times, but I don't remember it, so maybe it is. Maybe it is like winking out. Hang on, isn't that guy left-handed? I swear he wrote something with his left hand earlier, but
I don't know.
His watch is on his left wrist. Makes it difficult to write when you got a watch on there.
It's definitely late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. We've got the wall of glass bricks.
Oh, yeah. I think you meant the Reebok with the British flag on it.
Yeah, well, Reebok are British, aren't they?
They are. Do they still have the British flag on it?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Oh.
And don't forget that connected with Aliens Expanded, Reebok.
Oh, yes. Those classic shoes. I still want a pair of them.
Alien
the Alien Stompers.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Whew.
Oh. Well, he must, unless he must have followed someone in and waited for the door to be open. Because otherwise, how did he get in the apartment? Either he walked through a wall at some point, or he,
Followed someone.
yeah, he might maybe followed someone. I'm
Oof.
not sure if he becomes like a door if he stays too long in it.
This guy.
Oh, that guy's like professional criminal.
Playing the long con.
Oh.
Oh god, the creepy clown thing. Punching shadows. It's never
Yeah.
fun. Ooh, that TV.
I like the fact there's an intruder in the house and the cat's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Your dog would go nuts if you had an intruder in your apartment.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The dog, yeah, Bones would be barking his head off.
The cat's just like, as long as someone feeds me, I don't care. I have no allegiance to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Could this person be more evil? Like,
he
creepy as
does. He
well?
does look like he went to douchebag academy
Mm.
and majored in
Graduating top of the class.
henchmaning.
Good kitty. Why would.
Ah, Alex Peacock, welcome, Alex. Time is on screen where we're at, Alex. Join in, my friend.
So, if you could pick an era of
Mm-hmm.
New York to live in, which
Yeah.
era would it be? The early 80s, where everything was seedy and gross and you got
I'm trying to think
offered
of
all kinds of
which
drugs?
era in New York wouldn't probably result in death, and there's not many that don't.
Nope. Halifano says the 1980s, yeah. Well, there's a. What do
Oh,
you call it?
you know for a fact the Transport Authority, like the ones in the UK, if they found out ghosts were walking through the barriers without paying, they'd have ghost
Oh,
like
yeah, ghost
ticket
detectors just to.
collectors. Yeah,
Hang on, mate, you can't get through without buying a ticket. Now, come on, fork over the cash.
even ghosts.
Even ghosts.
Exactly. Immortal Rumors, has New York ever been clean? No.
Oh my goodness. Is Thing is, this is normal for New York, just having a crazy guy say, "Stay out, this is mine." I once had an interaction with a gentleman on a New York subway who said, "Man, you know it's cold when the rats are wearing jackets." And then got off the very next stop. It was so surreal. It wasn't that cold. I think it was in like July.
I had we're talking about crazy people. I was in a town in the UK called Telford, and I was in
Ah,
um, Asda, which is Walmart. So that's probably going to, the story's going to end
yeah,
well.
yeah.
We were going to buy some beer, and this crazy guy came up to me and started telling me about how the FBI and Jesus were spying on him, and
They're in
would I
cahoots.
would I buy him some beer? So I think maybe a combination.
Oh, Jesus, don't like you drinking, Andrew.
Yes,
That's it's, as long as he didn't buy it. Was I wearing a jacket at the time? No, no, I wasn't. When I was. Oh, are you saying I was the rat,
all
James?
right. I didn't, Sharon. I did not buy the man any beer. I did not feel it was wise. Miss Swift says we have New York to thank for inventing modern sanitation, and
Yeah.
cities move away from throwing all sewage on the sidewalk.
Oh, I guess like ancient Rome with the aqueducts and stuff.
Hmm.
Yes, sewers actually date back quite a while. We just forgot to do it, especially us Brits in the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages. We just threw it everywhere.
I've got to say one thing about New York, though. Is there another city in the world that the city itself is as much of a character in a movie as any of the actors, apart from New York?
I'd say like small villages in England,
Yeah,
but
but the
that
thing
doesn't really
about
count because it's not really real.
but the thing in New York is there's so many real places that appear in films.
Yeah, have you ever been to a psychic?
No. Have you?
No. I am far too much of an asshole. I don't think I'll be able to take
Yeah,
it seriously.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I'd be like, yep. Question for
I'm
the
that
chat:
guy.
who has been to a psychic, and how do you feel it was actually a thing? Yeah, Dark Unicorn. Sorry, Sharon. Yeah, Tokyo took center stage in a lot of movies as well.
Mm, I believe psychics do serve a great purpose to a lot of people. They provide a lot of comfort, which is important.
Yeah,
And I, as even though I am not a believer, even though I want to be, I want to believe. I I'm too
but I do
cynical.
think, but I do think, unfortunately, and I know it couldn't be. Psychics are not regulated,
Yeah, that's the problem.
and unfortunately, for as many as there are psychics out there who are good people with good intentions, there are a lot of con artists out there.
I've got like 7 up the road from like in Vegas. It's
Yeah.
every 2 feet there's a psychic, which is interesting because you'd think that people who gamble would be well. No, actually, yeah, people who gamble are more likely to take risks.
Mm. Miss Swift has never officially been to a psychic. Have had several tarot readings. Yeah, Neil Whaley, exactly. If you'd not seen the film The Color, not seen The Color Purple, this was the first film where you saw Whoopi Goldberg could properly act.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Sharon, that's right. For the most part, I think people believe what they want. They choose to believe. Psychics are really good at telling people what they want to hear. Yeah, it's people paying psychics, unfortunately, for someone to back up what comforts them.
Well, that's the thing, Mortal Rimus. If you are a person with a license to practice uh, psychometry, um, much like magicians, you're not allowed to go into the casinos.
That's all you need, Dom, to go into the Vegas Black Book, isn't it? For some reason,
I'm probably already in there. Yeah.
yeah. Banned from every casino in town.
Can't even go to the all-you-can-eat buffets.
Nope.
Well, yeah, Whoopi deserved the Oscar for The Color Purple. It was a bloody great
Oh yeah,
performance.
it was. Harrowing film to watch, though.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely harrowing film. I've not watched the new musical version. It
No, I
just
haven't seen
seems a
it.
bit, and I'm sure it's a perfectly great film. It just doesn't seem a film I can imagine as a musical.
Hmm. What is your favorite Whoopi Goldberg performance? And you can't say
Mm.
Guinan.
Okay, apart from Guinan. Um, I really like her in Jumping Jack Flash, but she's just been Whoopi Goldberg in that.
Yeah. Have you seen Theodore Rex?
No, I have not. I think Sister Act is one of my favourites as well for her, though. Yeah, Miss Swift says this or Jumping Jack Flash. Jumping Jack Flash is so much fun as a film.
Okay. Zucker the Zuckerness is oozing out slightly in that scene.
Yeah.
But it works. It doesn't distract from the movie. It's a bit of levity after a lot of heavy
Oh,
emotional
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, Sharon says, I did enjoy her as Guinan. She was great as Guinan.
Absolutely. Phenomenal. No one else could take that role.
Yeah. In More Promise, that's exactly spot on. What's interesting about Whoopi Goldberg's character in this film is she's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. Yeah, because everyone thinks she's a fake psychic. But for the
Mhm.
first time in her life, she's actually got psychic powers. Oh. Alex says, who was better at pretending to be a nun? Whoopi or Eric Idle and Robbie? Don't get me. I love Nuns on the Run. I saw it at the cinema when it first came out. And I can tell you the best double bill: Nuns on the Run followed by King Ralph. Yeah, James, Nuns on the Run. Brilliant film.
None shall pass.
James, how about I think as we get towards December, we have a Nuns on the Run watch party? How do you feel about that, Dom? Maybe in December we have a Nuns on the Run watch party.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Let's put it on the schedule.
I'm trying to imagine the mindset that she'd be in having that phone call. I've got a message from your dead relative, your dead boyfriend, husband, life partner.
I think is what helps is that Patrick Swayze and Whoopi Goldberg actually have kind of a good chemistry in this. Kind of,
They do, yeah.
they hate each other, but
They bounce off each other so bloody well, though. It's a buddy cop scenario where they just
it is.
mesh really
Yeah,
well.
it does form like a buddy cop type film.
That has to be a buddy cop like idea, though. A cop and their ghost pal. Like it has to be.
There's a film really, really good. If you like a bit of martial arty comedy
Who
action,
doesn't?
really good action from Hong Kong, there's a film called 2002 you would like, where it is a cop, a living cop with his dead partner who's a ghost. Or Randall and Hopkirk, deceased James, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it's better than R.I.P.D. Mad Matt. They obviously had quite a good life. Oh, they had a vacation to Montego Bay.
Why does she have an ethereal echo to her voice? I know what it's trying to accomplish, but like the idea of
Well, something I'm noticing actually, she's shouting. Everyone else's voice is echoing. Sam's isn't.
yeah, well, he's not there, is he
Yeah.
really?
It's a nice little touch.
Yeah, it is. Okay, what is it with that sweater? That's kind of grim.
That's a
Is it one of
cardigan and a half.
Sam's?
Yeah. Randall and Hopkirk Deceased would be a great movie. I mean, it was remade with as a TV show with Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer, but I don't know what I'd do as a.
Those are some fearsome
That's
earrings as well.
creepy. I'm sorry, Sam. That's a bit of an asshole thing to do.
He's just standing there menacingly looking down at her.
No, it's the fact he's the fact to get her to go out with him. He just sang Henry VIII, I Am, over and over again until she agreed.
Yeah, that's. Oh, but it's
Not cool,
romantic,
Sam.
Andrew.
That's
It's
not cool, Sam.
romantic.
Not cool.
I, I can't imagine the idea that. Yeah, I'd be furious if someone came up to me and told me like this kind of stuff was going on.
Yeah.
And then the realization, like when you're met with irrefutable proof, like stuff that only that person could know,
Yeah.
it's such a whirlwind of emotions that you'd be feeling. like relief that they are there, horror that, oh god, they're still here.
I don't really know how you'd deal with it, to be honest.
No, it's existential. It's like seeing colors you've never seen before and trying to
Oh.
indoctrinate that into your life. There is an afterlife. It's
Immortal Rumus is saying, I would be kind of worried she killed the cat to make that cardigan. I never left.
I do like that she can't
Mm,
see him.
no.
It's just she hears him. It's a nice touch. And again, Whoopi's performance is phenomenal because she's doing everything she can to avoid looking directly at him.
Miss Swift, Marley, you in danger, girl.
What is that statue in the background?
I don't
This
know. It's very
teeny tiny
strange.
head.
With an
And
enormous butt.
yeah.
Yeah, Immortal Rumus, exactly. It's kind of like Whoopi Goldberg can only listen to the radio because she can't afford a TV. Whoops.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Sharon, seen the movie 100 times, never noticed the hideous statue.
Statue. Yeah.
That's why you come to these watch parties. We point out the grotesque things in the background that changes the film forever.
Even now, if I hadn't seen this before, you're going to go, yeah, I'm the professional sleazebag of the movie.
Oh, yeah. I've got a keen eye for the grotesque, Mad Matt. That's why I can always spot these things.
Yeah, they're saying extrovision kicking in.
It's the world's worst superpower. You know, you got Superman blessed with
Oh,
superpowers.
James, I don't know about that. He has a solution. She could sublet the flat to Michael Keaton and let him deal with the bad guy. Do you mean Michael Keaton as in Pacific
Batman
Heights
or
Michael Keaton, Mr. Mom Michael Keaton, or are we talking Pacific Heights Michael Keaton?
it can go one of three ways.
Yes. They're all saying Pacific Heights. Okay. He does look like he's wearing someone else's clothes. They're all too big for him.
It was that transition between the 80s and 90s. It's
He
full
looks
of
like
ill-fitting
no. I'm
clothes.
sorry. I'm sorry. He looks like Josh in Big when he reverts back to the child actor wearing Tom Hanks' clothes.
just say, the man who killed my husband, I saw him break into my house and flee.
Yes. Exactly.
Little lie.
Yeah.
But then we wouldn't have a movie, Dom. I'd be sus. I'd be so sus if it was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Alex Peacock saying at least he's not full hairy chest out the top of the shirt, not 100% sleazebag outfit. Those of us with hairy chests, we have to strategically trim the hair based on our shirt choices.
Based on the outfit, yeah.
Yeah.
Drug dealers, get out. I'm sure that poster works.
Yeah. Gives me somewhere to put my medallion, does it?
Oh, is that Adamada fries? Whatever he's eating, that looks kind of tasty.
I don't know. I don't know if it is or not.
I've had very little breakfast this day, so hunger is the greatest spice.
I have a pizza waiting for me after this watch party. My wife bought me one. It's waiting downstairs. So.
Oh, that is the most depressing bed.
Immortal says, I let my chest hair go full 90s Razor Ramon.
I love that the evil of the late 80s and 90s were these drug dealers, these vile, evil, omnipotent dealers that are lurking around every corner, ready to get your kids hooked on the evil marijuana and cocaine.
Whatever else they were selling.
Yes. Gallons of PCP. Pops in a toothpick and says Chico.
Yeah. It's interesting though, isn't it? The way this is done, that he now knows there's no big reveal who the killer is, what the grand plan is, or anything like that. But it becomes he's got to somehow, as a ghost, get his point of view over, or the knowledge over.
It's I don't think it was subversion at this point. I think it was like when was that? It was maybe 70s and 80s where that was the subversion. The audience, like the reader or the viewer, knew the big twist, and the tension rose from trying to convince others that it's actually the thing. Like Fright Night's the same situation where we know the vampire's there and existing. Oh, look, a fellow Wallace.
Yeah.
Spelt differently, but Stephen Root, yeah. Oh, you smug bastard! I hate that. Because this happened to me. This happened to me when I engaged with a crook, a hooligan, a no good doer. And I went to the police.
So you're dead. So a spirit came to your house, giving you knowledge from your murdered former lover.
Yep.
And the police wouldn't believe you.
They wouldn't believe me. Not a word of it.
Can't think why.
cops and I do not have a good relationship. Yeah, James, you're right. Yeah. So even as early as the 60s, Fright Night is just Rear Window with a vampire. Yeah, you're right, Immortal Rumus. Probably the original subversion of expectations in a good way has to be Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, where he had everyone convinced before the film's release that Janet Leigh was going to be the lead. Have we heard any stereotypical New York accents yet?
Not really, no. No.
We've kind of heard everything but.
Oh, he is dead. The guy who played Rick Aviles was actually a comedian who played Willie Lopez.
Oh. There is actually a lot of comedy actors in this, isn't there? Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh dear.
Perhaps the comedians were drawn to Mr. Zucker.
Yeah. He was unfortunately one of the people who died of the AIDS pandemic in the 90s.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. That cop, though, looks just like the most friend-zoned guy ever.
And he never blinks, which is
No.
unnerving.
He looks just like a very nice guy who's just friend-zoned by everybody. He's got that kind of look about him.
He does.
Halifino says, story of my life.
He guessed the passcode? Okay, why is there a random blue felt chair in the middle of the office?
It's just a chair by a pillar. If someone wants to come to your desk for a sit down and a chat, they sit in the blue chair.
It's a throne kind of chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Take a seat at the office throne. Yeah, he is a lefty.
So in 2019, I had to do jury duty, and now I can speak a little bit about the case. And it was fascinating. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, you had a fun one.
Yeah, it was to do with blackmail, intimidation by a guy who was laundering money for organised criminals from abroad. Yeah, it was a good case. He was laundering millions and millions of pounds, but that wasn't what the jury trial was about. It was
tax evasion.
No, he'd pocketed some, and they sent someone to ask him why.
Oh.
No, he wasn't Sharon. The guy on trial was the guy who was accused of blackmailing him. He was not convicted. Yes, it did, James. Yes, it did. Because you're dead. She can't hear you because you're dead. Yeah, exactly, Hell if I know. Nothing worse than cleaning up glass because it goes everywhere.
And then you're paranoid that you missed a shard and it's going to end up in your
Yeah.
foot sometime.
You know, inevitably in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Exactly, and she's walking around barefoot. Oh, what's quite good about this is right now, Sam is almost a surrogate for the audience. For the everyone watching this now is going, he's a scumbag. He's a scumbag, and
Mm-hmm.
that kind of the way that that Sam is putting it on. You know, he's a scumbag. Don't trust him. Oh, hell if I know. Got a piece of glass in their foot. One. I once trod on a sewing needle at home. If you want to know about things being trodden on, I trod on a sewing needle that went through the heel of my foot and came out the side. And I couldn't pull it out with my fingers. So I had to hop all the way to the garage to get a pair of pliers to be able to grip it to pull it out my foot.
Oh,
That hurt.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I can feel it hurts.
Oh, I've got no respect for her. It looks like she's eating a bread roll without a plate.
What a barbarian.
Yeah.
I'll just pop this off real quick.
No, I didn't bathe my foot in iodine, Alex. I rubbed some Germaline on it. I'm British.
Ah, yeah. That'll fix it.
Balobber Germaline sorts it out. Ooh. Miss Swift trodden a threaded sewing needle thread side up. Yeah, it hurts. Yeah. Shunting. Is that where he takes his shirt off? Oh no, I hate when that happens.
Why would you do like this is the strangest seduction. Like this feels like it belongs in a Naked Gun movie.
Does a bit, doesn't it? If Waltram is saying, I know what he's doing, I've done the same thing.
What?
Yeah. I
Wait.
did the same. I did the same thing in a Denny's, and then I was asked to leave.
It can either be a funny story or a creepy story, Mortimus. Did you
No.
go to a grieving widow and be like, oh, well, it's going to pop this off real quick?
No,
Or-
James. Germaline is still proper Germaline. It's still pink and smells of like root beer. But yeah, I did the same thing in a Denny's. I took the coffee, tipped it all on myself, and took my shirt off and handed it to the kindly grandmother-like waitress. She wasn't interested in my seduction.
I don't know. I guess I'm too body conscious for that kind of stuff. Never occurs to me to try and seduce people with what I'm presenting. Better impress them in other ways.
Sharon's saying, is she ever wondering how the hell can I afford this loft now? I don't know. Maybe he had a really good life insurance policy.
Maybe. Oh.
Yeah, Neil's saying, I'm sure Sam had life insurance. Yep. Yeah, this is proper D-bag material from him.
While I'm seducing you, just think of Sam. God, it just makes you think like the mentality of this character doesn't really care that Sam's dead. Like,
No.
kind of annoyed because it's a bother,
But he had his
But
best friend killed.
yep, and then immediately, like less than a week, but by the looks of it, has gone by, and
Is hitting on his ex.
yep, time to strike while the iron is hot.
No, Immortalimus, they didn't say I'm distracting everyone with your hotness. No. And it actually didn't happen.
Please, sir, we can't have things be any hotter than our eggs.
No, we can't.
Oh.
So, please, sir, you're getting chest hair in our grand sandwiches. Only the chefs may place their chest hair
Yeah.
in the food.
See, if I was a ghost in this universe, I'd be obsessed with making that sound with everything I do. I love like having sound effects about the stuff that I do. If I could make like whoosh noises with my fists, oh, some of these shots are really incredible.
That's a great one, isn't it?
Because it plays with depth of field as well. It's just
Yeah.
nice. The skin cooler?
Yeah. It's old. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, I've seen that. It's for prickly heat.
Oh, gotcha.
The heat rash. It's golden. Oh, what's it called? Gold Bond body powder. Yeah. That's a good point, James. How can he jump through moving trains if he can? And how can he stay on the moving train?
Ghost magic.
It's probably a subconscious thing, though, James. Is it because he doesn't fall through the floor?
They had to search several different stations of the underground to find the cleanest station they could find, and this was it.
Yeah.
They had to clean it up. It's like teaching someone to breathe.
Yeah.
How in tarnation do you manage that?
I'd love to know more of this character's backstory.
Yeah, same.
Do we think he's someone who threw himself under a train?
Ooh. Ooh, I felt that in my back.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny, actually, if he's not a ghost. He's just a person who can see ghosts.
Oh, that's a good one, Sharon. Or someone pushed him in front of a train.
Kid. Need a training montage.
That's right. I would have approved of a montage.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Oh wow, Miss Swift, did you find anything cool out? She's saying that when I saw this movie a few months ago, I looked into internet lore around this character. Wow. I'd really be up for almost a mini series just exploring some of the other ghosts in this film.
Absolutely, I'd love to see more of this universe because it's a neat take on ghosts.
Mm. Oh wow. Miss Swift is saying they suspect it was a self-inflicted death. Oh right, so what we're saying is he probably killed himself, but he can't live up to the fact of it, so he's blaming,
Yeah,
saying
others.
that
He
he was
must have been
murdered.
pushed.
Yeah.
Oh God, cats.
I love this now. It's like she's now switched on,
Yeah.
and all the ghosts are like just. It's like it's a store.
Just bothered by the amount of ghosts talking to her.
Exactly, Mad Max Ghost Whisperer.
It's cute. It's very cute how
Yeah.
subtly they just layer in the rules.
Probably so many ghosts in her building. She's gonna have to make a call to a firehouse in New York now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The people down the street.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh. Oh, come on. That guy, Willie, the actor, though, looks so creepy in this.
Oh yeah, the
He looks,
scratch, the cat scratch in his
yeah,
face
he looks
really
like he
helped.
smells, you know?
Yeah.
She's actually looking at him now.
She is.
No, we haven't yet, James.
Ooh. Yeah, Handbook of the Recently Deceased. That would be very useful.
Yeah. Now, this is a bit of a trope with Whoopi Goldberg in a lot of films of this era, where she would dress up as someone completely different.
Apart from the masterpiece that is Theodore Rex, of course.
Yes.
What is stopping banks from looking like this?
They all turned into pubs in the UK now, and then they closed the branches, and it's all done online.
Yeah, that in Birmingham there was a bank. I think it was a Barclays bank, and it became
Mhm.
an Italian restaurant called La Banca.
Yep. Famous one in Swansea called the Bank Statement.
God, they're really not clever with naming these places, are they?
No. Now, this is an interesting thing about the UK compared to America. We do not have drive-through ATMs here.
No. Wonder why. It would make things so much easier. I guess it would put bank tellers out of a job.
To be honest, everyone here now uses contactless for nearly everything.
Yeah. I didn't know Whoopi was left-handed.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, that's you don't want to. That's like saying bomb in an airport. You
Yeah.
don't want to say
I
wrong
signed the
name.
wrong name on the bank.
Oof.
Yep. Another airplane crossover. The clerk giving Oda the cards to sign as the makeup lady from Flight 209.
Yeah, Sharon, you don't have transfusions in banks? Yeah, blood bank, says Galba. They wouldn't take my blood.
In fact, that was Charlotte Zucker, who is
Oh.
Jerry Zucker's mother, who played the bank clerk there. Alex Peacock says, at least my bank, if I'm meeting someone, we go into an office and we aren't in an open air desk situation like this.
But do you have obtuse oil paintings of some of the bank's executives
Or their
ornating the
history,
wall?
yeah. No, we've not done Love at First Bite. Please tell me the Brewster's Christmas party is Brewster's Millions Christmas party, and we're linking it to that film. It was Montgomery Brewster's Christmas party.
Montgomery. Has there ever been a person who isn't a wealthy snob called Montgomery?
Yep, Monty Brewster in Brewster's Millions.
Keep forgetting that Monty is short for Montgomery. This wouldn't work on me. I never remember people ever. And I'm not one of those people who pretends I remember people. I flat out just say, I'm sorry, I have no recollection of you as an individual.
Okay, we'll put Once Bitten on the schedule, and I've got a few people asking for it.
C. Montgomery Burns. Yikes.
$4 million in the bank. That's right, James. Behind the scenes of Creative VC, every watch party starts with a ritual of Dom asking me who the hell I am.
Yep. Oh, Alex, I'm not that much of a Simpsons aficionado to be aware of what the C in C. Montgomery Burns stands for. One of my friends asked me, like, do you know Mr. Krabs' first name? And I was like,
It's
Mr.
Charles
Krabs has
Montgomery.
a name?
It's Charles Montgomery Burns.
There you go. That makes perfect sense. You got $4 million in the bank, and that's your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
It's Velcro plastic nightmare. Oh, a Rolodex.
On the Rolodex.
51st dates a domcom. Yeah, I'm basically that.
That's a
Like, wait,
good question, hell if I know. What would everyone here do with $4 million? You could buy yourself a 2-bedroom apartment in
Yeah,
Vegas, Dom.
exactly. I could buy a pretty nifty house.
Brainwire would buy a house. I think I'd pay for a mad scientist to meddle with forces he didn't understand.
Isn't it horrible that the times like now, if you had $4 million, what would you do? Buy a house? Like basic
Yeah.
needs? It's oh.
Mad Max says buy a Klondike bar. Klondike bars are a bit. I'm sorry to say, Mad Matt, I tried Klondike bars when I went to America. They were bigged up to me. I bought some, and they were like, "Yeah, the chalk ices."
James would hire a gaggle of goons.
That's right. Sharon saying you could buy a tiny apartment in New York for $4 million. Oh, Mad Matt's saying that's one. I've had more Klondike bars than he's eaten.
Absolutely, Neil Whaley. You would have
Yeah.
people coming out of the woodwork who pretend to do, and again, it wouldn't work on me. They'd be like, "Hey, Dom, I'm your cousin Vinny. You remember me? Remember?" I'd be like, "Nope."
Miss Swift, I tried the original Klondike bars. They were like chocolate coating in with vanilla ice cream in the middle, and they were what we'd call a chalk ice in the UK. It was all right.
I can't unsee it. It looks like the Fallout hacking
Mm.
screen.
Do you just sit down in your big blue chair to calm you down?
Yeah, do you want to sit in the throne? Take a seat in the throne. You've earned it. You can be the king for the day.
Do you know what? I don't like that open plan office arrangement there. That their desks are actually next to the bathrooms, if you notice.
Yeah. Go give it to the nuns. If
Foreshadowing.
right.
And then, because they're going to kill her, she'll have to go hide somewhere where no one will ever think to find her. Possibly in
A convent.
a convent. Why do I think nuns live in a nunnery? Is nunnery a word?
I don't know, but it sounds right. A nunnery. It probably is, and
It is. It's another word for a convent. It's a real word.
nunnery sounds better than convent. Convent sounds like you're
Yeah.
convicted to the convent,
From
like a
from now
prison.
on, exactly, Miss Swift. Get thee to a nunnery.
Get thee to a nunnery. Oh, the pain.
Man, Matt says next to the monkery. Yeah, get thee to a nunnery from Shakespeare.
Oh. Oh, look, we can. Oh my god, there's several of the thrones. What? Why does every
That's
desk
a
have a throne?
lot of thrones. It's just
Wait,
something
what?
they've put to like decorate the pillars.
Yeah. Do you see that thing on the far right of the screen next to the phone? Like a camera
Mm,
looking thing? What was that?
sorry.
It looks like a very archaic webcam, but they didn't have webcams then.
No, back then they
There
wouldn't
was,
have.
there's barely a web to cam on.
Pencil sharpener. That's right.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
He's so sweaty.
He is. He's chronically. I mean, hypothetically, you have $4 million in your bank account and it's gone. I think I'd be a bit. Fluids would be leaking from me.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Well, exactly. Sharon, what do you do when you realise you've lost 4 million of the mob's money? He should hide out in a convent.
Definitely.
What, Mr. Act, not Sister Act.
Billy Zane sweaty. No, that was glistening. Billy Zane was glistening. That's more money you owe now. Computers back then weren't cheap.
That isn't a computer though, Dom.
Oh, yeah, it's a screen.
It's a terminal. That'd be NAS 400 terminal. It's not actually a computer. It's linked to a big computer. That screen and monitor.
Oh, gotcha.
Exactly, Alex. That's just the monitor terminal.
I would love to go back in time just to show the folks there that this computer that I have is fathoms more powerful than anything they can dream of.
Yeah.
Just to be a dick of a time traveler going like, I've got tech that you don't.
Yeah, Alex saying like a wise network tool. Probably before that, my friend, that'd be an AS400, that'd be IBM.
Man's got some fearsome cheekbones, though. I'll give him that.
I think I'm going to have violent diarrhea.
I shouldn't have eaten at Denny's. I knew the chef was hairy chested, and I ate the sandwich anyway.
Yeah. Hey, mister, if you ate some bad beef.
I'm sorry, is the cat food called 9 Lives?
Yep. Well, to be honest, those stairs look to be a death trap anyway. There's no safety rail on them.
And there's glass all over every step. Carl, you're starting to look a bit like a ghoul. Are you okay? I mean, it's New York. He's in banking. It's cocaine.
It's
going
okay.
for a bit of rituals.
Yep. The Arsenio Hall show.
What is this night dress that she has on? I love it.
Yes, Alex, it was a quality talk show. It was better than the Chevy Chase show.
Oh, yeah. Who are you kidding? Slams the door in her face. You can take Zucker out of the movies, but you can't take the... Wait.
Yes.
I said it all wrong.
Like
you can't take Zucker out of the movies. Ah, yes, the New York lockpick. The love connection was always the bizarre grandfather of Tinder?
The Howie Mandel show of 20 years ago was better than the Chevy Chase show.
I didn't sign up for no poltergeist shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was The Who. I was like, what is that poster on the wall? I'm always so distracted by background information.
That's right. Run the...
Boo!
Get some steam on that mirror and then you can...
That's one way to travel down the stairs.
Yep.
Kick his ass.
Yeah,
Go
true,
on.
Alex. Why would you wallpaper the bathroom? It would...
Oh God! Oh, the
Yeah,
mold.
it'd just be peeling off the walls, wouldn't it?
Yeah, get moist and then just get nasty.
Oh, a couple of movie posters there. We've got Mississippi Burning and Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Mississippi Burning being an incredible film if anyone's not seen it before.
Oh, 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 oh,
Oh,
oh.
ow.
Neil Whaley, people carpet their bathrooms?
Yep, yep, my grandmother
Oh,
did.
oh, why?
James, that film, Gene Hackman, incredible in it, and so is Willem Dafoe. Everyone in it is just incredible.
Welcome to the party, pal. Beat
No,
his
I remember
ass.
now.
I like to think
Oh
my
yeah, look.
reaction. Oh
But look at
yeah,
Willie. His scratch has gone off his face.
yeah.
No, he's dead.
Now here's the horror. Here's
Yeah,
the horror.
yeah.
Ooh.
So is this film quite religious in that respect? Because it's showing there's basically like a purgatory, and there's also a, well, a good
A good
afterlife,
place and a bad
a bad
place.
place. Yeah.
I think it's
What would that?
spiritual more than religious. Because
Yeah,
there is a difference. Religion is like organized spirituality.
yeah. I mean, he's Sam's basically in purgatory at the moment because he's neither in neither place.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's maybe not religious, but I think I think it is spiritual. I'm not going to call the police now,
Just to
just to
spite you, yeah.
spite you. Yes.
James and Miss Swift thinking there were Jawas that came from the Phantom Universe to take him away. Oh, yeah, this is where my bad memory would come into place. Like
Yeah.
if I was ghostly and had to tell a psychic things about my wife to convince her that I'm with them,
Mm.
man, I'd be screwed.
You'd be like,
That shirt.
yeah,
You know, we
yeah,
wore it to the place.
yeah. We went to that restaurant, McDonald's.
Oh god.
And you had fries. See, I know every detail about you.
Exactly. Man, what would I say? Well, I'd know some things. I'd know some things. Pretty sure I'd be able to convince my. I need to ask her after this watch party. Actually, like, if I
So is
was
this what
to
you're going to ask
become
her?
a
You're going to
ghost,
sit her down after Watchparty and say, in the
here's our
event I
code
was, I
phrase.
was murdered and I had to speak through a psychic to you.
What could I say that would convince you I'm there? We do have something like this. Like ages ago, she had this idea that like one of us might get kidnapped and we're like in trouble on the phone or something, so we need a code phrase. And I still
Mine would
remember what
be,
the code
I've been
phrase is.
kidnapped.
Help!
Help, I have been kidnapped.
No, it wasn't kidnapping. It's way more socially awkward than that. It's when we go to people's houses and we want to go home because we're introverts. What's the
Okay.
code phrase to like communicate? Let's go home without being douches to the hosts.
I have violent diarrhea. I need to go home.
Works every time.
Home.
Oh,
It works.
Carla, I've got Dominic here with me. He says he has violent diarrhea. My God, it's him. Code phrase extra is on cable tonight. Oh, be great. All this planning, and she just believed me with a heart within an instant. I'm like, wait, no, I've got phrases to test. Dang, we're about to get heavy again, aren't we?
Yep.
Immortal Rimus says, Naked Gun 2 code word. I've been swimming through raw sewage. I love it!
It is weird, Sharon, this scene. It's very weird. It's interesting, because, of course, Whoopi Goldberg's now got to play Sam for a while.
Mm-hmm. I really like that color of nail polish.
Not mine. Not mine. I prefer more hot pink for myself.
That's fair. I like Dangerous Bad Girls, though. I just can't resist.
Yeah. Exactly, Miss Swift. Awkward if the police show up early.
He should have the nail color on. Actually, yeah, I guess having a song would really help as well. Like, oh, this is our song.
Yeah, but that's the Naked Gun one. I'm thinking Naked Gun.
Yeah.
We play our song and it's Ding Dong, the witch is dead.
Yeah. It's impossible to discuss. Damn you, Cherry Sucker.
Yeah, exactly. Neil, I can't imagine having windows that large in my home, zero privacy. I'd hate that. Even if I lived in like on the 80th floor of an apartment block or something, I'd still be worried about people looking in my giant windows.
Yeah. I did. I reminded you of Tu Wong Fu. Thanks for everything. Well, I suppose Patrick Swayze is in that film. How did I remind you of that? What exactly made you think of To Wong Fu? It's a brilliant film, by the way. I was oh, I see. I was introduced to that film only recently, like in the last couple of years. Okay, the design of their like living space irritates me to no end. Nothing's coordinated.
Also, it's very, very douchebag hipster because there's no TV in effectively their living room. We're
No,
too
no, they
cool
just
for a TV. We don't have a
but
TV
look.
in our living room.
Oh, we just look at our art.
Uh,
I just seen some guy got killed. I need to talk to you.
but it's quite good because now Sam's weakened, isn't he?
Yep, because
Possess
after you possess
somebody.
people,
He really didn't think this out well, did he?
well, he'd give anything to touch her again. His romantic took over.
Yeah, but should we be joining him as a ghost very shortly if he can't get his strength back? James is saying you don't need a TV if you have a jukebox. No, you need a TV.
Don't get all music is better than television on us now, James. We're watching a movie. We're movie people.
Oh god, is this? Please tell me this is just another place in the apartment block that hasn't been renovated, but it's nothing to do with her. It's just it's not. She hasn't. She just hasn't renovated another floor of her apartment yet.
Oh, that would disgust me if she has this much
Yeah.
apartment. What is he trying to do with like the jumps? Oh no.
Do you know what I kind of would have done if I was them when I knew this guy was coming to kill us? Instead of hiding in the apartment waiting for the police, I'd have driven to a police station.
True. Ooh.
Yeah, just driven to a police station. Yeah, there's an abundance of police there.
Oh, hang on. Why are there trash cans up there? Oh, I suppose it's being like a dumping ground or a renovated place.
Yeah.
Kill me
Yes,
and you'll never
James.
know, bro.
Exactly, James. I would have done. I would have set up traps like in Home Alone.
I was thinking about that. I was
But
like,
then
all we need
again,
is Macaulay Culkin.
Home Alone is a 1990 film as well, the original.
Yeah. Look at these grand pillars in this
Yeah.
non-renovated apartment. God, you need to see a doctor, dude. You are sweating so much.
You are.
It's the Taco Bell he ate earlier. It's
Yes.
oof. Oh, he dodged everything.
Oh,
Lucky bugger.
yeah.
Oh, I was about to say I'd love for that to.
Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Oh.
Couldn't happen to a better
Ouch.
guy.
Ow. That's a good question, Cal. But unless there was another door in there somewhere. one door was padlocked from the inside. There's another entrance somewhere, maybe. But otherwise, it's a really good point.
Yeah.
But welcome, Jedi Wizard. Didn't know you'd join us tonight. Great to have you here, my friend. James Helly saying, I think the angry ghost, the threat of death by drug dealer, and the possibility of prison might explain his excessive perspiration.
Nonsense. Keep a cool head. The Jawas are coming for you, bro. Oh no, they're the creatures from Phantasm.
They are.
Oof. Oof. Beware the tall man.
Only thing I kind of would have liked is, just at the end of the film, I would have liked to have had a ghost fight with Sam.
Yeah, I guess.
I would like to have a ghost fight.
But I guess the Jawas take people away so quickly there's no time for a punch-up.
That's right.
What movie are they taking him to go watch? I know James is already going to say Extra. I already know it. But oh, The Frighteners. That's a fun one we should watch at some point.
No, they're taking him for a Taco Bell family meal for one. And there's no Baja Blast in the vending machine.
There never is.
In the drinks machine.
Okay, Sam, you got one more chance to come to the light, bro. Demolition Man, Taco Man. Reggie turns up to fight the Jawas. I'm right there with you, Sharon. The ending is, it's just, I'm already getting the pricklies on my arms right now.
Yeah. But basically, he can go now. He can be at peace now because he's fulfilled keeping her safe. And then you find out he's got unpaid parking tickets, so the Jawas take him too.
Exactly.
Remember those tickets, Sam? Yeah, you're going to the dark place. Should have paid them.
Remember that time you hopped the ticket line in Disney World?
Yeah, we're taking you down.
Oh. Exactly, Miss Swift. Now he can dirty dance in heaven. You can be the bouncer on the pearly gates. No, Mad Matt, it's my way or the highway to heaven. That'd be reincarnation, James, if he becomes a parachuting philosopher bank robber. I mean, this is Swayze and kind of peak Swayze, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
This kind of era where we had Point Break, Ghost, we had Roadhouse, Dirty Dancing, that kind of...
The Swayze classics.
There we go, everybody. That was Ghost. I'll take your comments. Dom.
Oh, it's a lovely film. It's got its funny charms. It's got its freakiness, and it hits you in just the right way. Apart from James, of course, but it hits you in just the right way that like really gets you wanting to hug your significant others and the people close to you.
Exactly. I really like that film. It's maybe not for everyone. Hell if I know says tragic but funny and dramatic where it needs to be.
Yeah.
I think it's a film that hits you differently depending on your life experiences.
Yeah.
And as I say, I didn't appreciate it when I was younger, but as I've got older, yeah, I understand it more. So, Ms. Swift. Most people think it's a rom-com when they think of this movie. Romance balances out what's a pretty gritty thriller and sometimes scary and gruesome. In multiple it's all in all, it's a great film with some interesting lore. It's watchable for any man to accompany a lady friend to a classic theatrical screening for extra boyfriend points. James is saying it's too sentimental for my taste. That's fair enough. Calbot Unchained Melody in the Heart. Jedi was definitely 3 or 4 movies in one, blended together. Wife's Cheese Rating, a good monster. Yeah, it's a fun film. Sharon says, brings back some wonderful memories of my husband. Thanks this way. You're very welcome, Sharon. It's great to have you say that. But yeah, it's a fun film. But anyway, we will be back as always in 7 days, and we are going to be watching. We're going to be jumping forward in time quite a bit, and quite literally. We're going to be reevaluating the 2002 remake of The Time Machine. Bit of sci-fi to break things up a bit, something a bit more light, and I think we're going to have a bit of fun with that. So we will be back in 7 days, having a great time watching that, and so we will see you then. So please be kind to each other, look after each other, put positivity out into the world, take care of your loved ones, and we will see you in 7 days. Until then, good night.
Bye-bye.